She was loving. She loved everybody.
She was always happy all the time.
Hannah was an amazing person. She would never let anyone ever feel left out.
If you wanted a hug that day, she'd always come up to you and hug you, and she'd always smile and be like, it's gonna be all right.
Hannah was a fun-loving person who was happy all the time. She always had a smile on her face. It seems like nothing could bring down her day.
Hannah was always happy, like super happy all the time.
She was probably one little kid that thought maybe she had her whole life figured out way before, anything like this was going to happen. So,
Maybe talk a little about this. What makes her so special is her willingness to give to others even before she passed away.
yeah, she felt sorry for a lot of people. She had a big heart,
Yeah.
that's the thing. But that runs in our. She picked up from mom and dad. I've always done that myself too. Hannah's, I don't know. She's always thinking about the other person before herself.
If you were down, she would kind of like tell you she loved you or hug you. She was a really big hugger.
She always wanted to make people feel included, whether it was being your partner for a school project or something as simple as saying hi to you every day in the halls.
Tell me a little bit about the relationship maybe you guys have developed with Holly and Pam. And I know this is, how'd you feel when you first met them type thing? And
Oh, we were nervous
It was
on our way
pretty-
down there. It's like,
Well, you drive 7 hours. It gives you plenty of time to think. I'll tell you what, when we first met him, it was incredible because I don't know if it's a planned thing. I really don't think it is. It's all about blood type and everything else to get a heart. It's not that easy. Everybody thinks, heart, yay, but there's so many intricate things involved. One little wrong thing, that person can't accept a heart. So when this happened, to see it go with Holly was pretty incredible because for the girls to be so much alike and just everything they did is very
similar.
unreal. You don't see that normally. For DNA, I'm like, oh my gosh, she could almost been our daughter just for how close they are. A lot of really things that resemble each other a lot. So.
how has that helped you with the healing process? Because we know that's not easy.
Well, obviously, we'd be lying if we told you that. We're getting over our daughter not being here. That would be a lie. That would probably that's never going to happen. That's going to be with us forever. But what it does do for us is we know that there's a part of Hannah still here, and that helps us a lot knowing that we can call and talk to her, and talk to her mom, kind of invite them, do things with, but at least try to be a part of a family. That the part of Hannah that's here, we can be a part of that yet. So that helps out whenever we think about her. We start thinking about Holly, which that helps there too. So it's kind of a self-healing type thing.
I'm assuming it was more than just the heart, and so I'm guessing that Hannah impacted many lives.
8 people.
8 people.
There's actually a baby involved.
Yeah.
So, and covering
She got
a great
11,
span of life,
yeah.
a great span of life. We're talking a baby all the way to what
51.
51 years old.
Which sounds like who Hannah is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, age wouldn't have concerned her
No.
because we know that she would have wanted this, and that was a tough decision for us to
Yep.
make. At that time when that happened, that was really rough. It would be tough, I would think, to be in their place because we're still mourning the death of our daughter, and at that same time, those critical decisions have to be made. That it's so overwhelming. So it's just you do it for her. We did it for Hannah because we know that was the kind of person that she did. We wish when we were making the decision that I wish we could ask her, but obviously if we could ask her, we wouldn't have to make that decision.
And that brings up a point of maybe conversations that people might have as we put all this together. Talk a little bit about what you would say to someone who was on the fence of maybe being an organ donor and the power of it, because we're checking that card on the driver's license.
Only all the time, and
I'm a donor. I put a donor on mine.
I'll tell you what. I think people check that card maybe once in a while just to, it's looking okay, you're smart, and then maybe when that happens, there's been stories where when it does happen, that the parents that are involved are actually, well, we didn't know he did that. They might not have wanted to do that. The biggest decision, I guess, on something like that is I think people are worried about maybe what happens to the body after that person's gone. Well, I think what they need to understand is you don't see that. That's all hid. You will not see scars on your kid and that stuff if that's what you're worried about, or your parents or whoever doing it.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that you just saved the life. Your mom, your dad, your kids, whoever passes away, they just saved lives.
Let's finish up. I'm going to give you an opportunity to give me 1 or 2 sentences about the power of giving. Because we know Hannah gave her whole life. It sounds like between Alzheimer's and helping young people, it sounds like that was something she did on a daily basis. So talk about the power of giving.
The power of giving is, for Hannah, it meant a lot. And she loved to give. She'd give the shirt off her back.
Power of giving.